Hello, and welcome to See If It Sticks this week. I'm Ross. Forgotten your name?
And I'm Dan.
We're off to a ropey start this week. We've had a few technical difficulties. If you're watching on the live stream, thank you for staying with us. It's been difficult. It's been hard times. Dom doesn't come in, you see. All the technology goes out the window because Dom is responsible for the tech.
Dom is the tech guy.
Yeah.
Like a kind of a hairy cyborg.
Yeah. He's a hairy cyborg.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe Dom. The next time someone says, "Oh, what's this Dom like then in real life?" I go, "He's like a cyborg, but hairier."
Do you not tell people that anyway?
Not yet, no, but I'm going to.
I do usually.
Yeah, from this point onwards, I will.
I say, picture a cyborg, any cyborg. Yeah. Most people picture DC Comics superhero cyborg.
Do they? That's not what I picture.
No?
I picture that giant. What's the giant one from the film with the red eye?
Oh, I don't know. Which film?
It's been made and it's been made again. Is it like, it's not like The Day After Tomorrow, it's one of those, it's like The Last Day on Earth or one of those.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure that I do.
Jennifer Connelly was in it.
The only robot I can think of with a red eye is Terminator.
He's got a little red eye that goes like this.
Dom, I can
shoot a little beam out.
I can tell you now, I don't know if you've seen Dom, but he don't look anything like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
He's taller, for one.
Yeah, he is. But so this week it's just the two of us, and we have got our theories as to what's happened to Dom.
No one really knows.
No.
But I'm not sure if you have looked out of your window recently, but there appears to be a zombie apocalypse going on.
Really?
Yes.
It's not even October.
I know, right? I know.
Terrible timing.
People thought that 2016 was going to be the shittest year of all time, and now, just right at the end of January, zombie apocalypse, mate.
Well, I can't say that I'm not a little bit excited.
Have you prepared?
I'm not prepared as such. I'm mentally prepared for a zombie apocalypse. I've already told the missus that I would leave her and a dog behind.
Right.
Yep, I'm going to abandon them.
Right, okay.
Because she would just cry and scream a lot. The day the Earth stood still is the robot I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Sam. Or the one in Thor, which was really similar looking.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the one I was kind of thinking of when
Yeah.
you said about the red eye, but that was sort of more flames, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he just shoots like a laser beam out. No,
I had a good sound though, that robot in Thor. It was like...
What else makes that noise? There's another robot that makes that kind of noise.
I don't know.
Really,
is it the same one?
Sam? Sam with your IMDb open, if you could let us know. Yeah, I'm mentally prepared for a zombie apocalypse. I feel like I would be okay. The dog barks all the time. She's no good. Because if I'm trying to hide, not attract attention, as soon as someone walks past my window of my house, be them alive or walking dead, she will fucking bark.
Right.
So she's no good to me. Even though she'd be good for protection. She would come and save me if a zombie was on my face trying to eat me.
Yeah, unless she got bitten. The dog's turn?
Depends what way you go, what theory you're behind. Because in Resident Evil, zombie dogs.
Better safe than sorry, I think. Well, in this combined episode today, where we're kind of mixing the main episode and the news, you're smirking. Have you got the answer to your question?
Yeah, apparently the other thing that makes that noise is Dom's penis.
That's the one. Yeah. That's the one I was thinking
That's
of.
why I was smirking, because I looked down and I just saw Dom's penis.
Not
the first time. We should have brought out a racist Dom.
Oh, we should do that next episode.
Next time Dom's not here, we'll bring out racist Dom, because that'll make him turn up more.
It would.
Yeah,
it would.
If he thought that racist Dom was going to come out.
Yeah, fake Dom. Has literally the polar.
It was called fake Dom.
Polar opposite sensibilities to white guilt Dom that is usually on the show.
He's literally the opposite, isn't he?
Yes.
We did for those of you who don't know, before we started doing the podcast, we bought all this stuff, didn't we? And we wanted to do a little test run.
Yep.
As to how good it was. Dom wasn't available, so you and I did something. So we got fake Dom out, which was your laptop, and it was
just the speech function on my laptop.
But you were also using a website to make answers, weren't you?
Yes, it was just a random answer generator.
But they were all massively racist.
They were incredibly racist. Yeah. Which seems to be the way with any kind of like half-thinking technology. Every time they try to introduce AI bots to Twitter, because they suck up the information that they're fed.
Of course they do,
and
yeah.
sort of learn.
And there's so much hate out there.
They all seem to go a little bit weird and racist.
Do you think when we finally get robots that walk around every day with us helping hand robots, that they will just like be racist to us, call us fleshies or something?
Well, I suppose really it depends if it's during the the Trump years or afterwards.
It's still be on the internet.
Yeah, that
All
is
the
that
years
is
of
true.
the racism has gone. The internet will still contain racism.
Yes. I think there's a good. Well, I don't know. You'd have to program that, wouldn't you? You'd have to program them to
You have to have the full
filter
floor,
that out.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Don't be racist. Full floor.
Yeah. Or anythingist, really. Don't use prejudice.
Is there goodists?
No.
A biologist.
Physicist. Yeah.
Physicist, yeah.
Don't be anyist.
Yeah. Keep those jobs for the humans.
Okay, well, let's count out the baddists then.
Yeah. No badists.
No baddists. Well, as I was going to say, combining our news and the main episode into one, I've been brought news today that bad news, in fact, the real-life zombie apocalypse, according to scientists, would just take 100 days to wipe out the human race.
And that's what they think the verdict would be.
There would be just 273 human survivors left after 3 months, outnumbered 1,000,000 to 1 by zombies. I shall read on. A real-life zombie apocalypse would almost wipe out humankind in just 100 days, leaving fewer than 300 survivors, according to scientists. Zombie experts at Leicester University...
Oh my God, get me that job.
Right?
Fuck.
Can you imagine I've been a lecturer in zombiology?
Imagine being out in the town and a girl comes up to you and goes, "What do you do?" And you're like, "I'm a zombie expert, zombie specialist,
I'm a zombologist.
Zombieist."
A zombieist. And that
Zombist.
sounds like you pray to some altar of zombie. I'm a zombieist. Look, besides, there is already a religion full of zombies, and that is Scientology.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are really angry zombies too.
Yeah, we're probably going to get killed
For mentioning
that.
I won't hashtag it. They won't be able to find us quite so quickly.
I don't care.
Not alright either.
I saw that documentary about
the Louis Theroux one.
About them. Yeah, I saw the Louis Theroux one. And the thing is, the guy that runs that thing, see, they make him out to be sort of so terrifying and like, you know, really like physically abusive. And I see their pictures of him and I just think, I'll punch his fucking face off.
Yeah. But I don't think it's just him though, is it?
That's a threat. That is a threat, whatever his bloody name was. You want to come and throw down with
Tom
me?
Cruise.
I throw down with Tom Cruise as well. He's shorter than me. He's like one of the 0.5% of males in the world that are shorter than me.
Yeah, he is a diddy man.
Yeah, but Tom Cruise will probably disarm me with his charm.
Has he got enough charm to disarm you?
I don't know. I wear earplugs. I wear earplugs and just flail blindly at him.
You'd walk in and you'd walk out a Scientologist. You'd walk in ready to deck him and walk out praising the word.
Well, that's why he is one, isn't it? That's why they get all these people so they can be kind of what's the word? Persuasive about it. It's like, you know, you see someone wearing the shoes or using the aftershave and you immediately think, I want that.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman wears it. That's something that I want.
He's a Scientologist.
No, he's not.
Oh, good.
I don't think so.
He's Australian, isn't he? He's not going to be, is he?
Yeah,
It just seems sensible enough not to
sounds
do
like a bunch of old shit to me.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yes, so anyway,
Continue.
zombie experts at Leicester University predict that there would be just 273 human survivors left after 3 months. The researchers assumed each zombie would find at least one victim a day and have a 90% chance of infecting its victim with a bite.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's working on average. A study by physics and astronomy students was published in the Journal of Physics Special Topics. The scientists used mathematical methods to predict the spread of real diseases and applied this to a zombie outbreak, like seen in hit films Dawn of the Dead and 28 Days Later. The university said, without the ability for humankind to fight back against the undead hordes, the students' calculations suggest that if global populations were equally distributed, in less than a year the human race might be wiped out. Despite the grim numbers, the study concluded it would be possible for the humans to survive the zombie epidemic under certain conditions, and that eventually the zombie population would be wiped out and mankind could recover. Course tutor Dr. Mervyn Roy, a lecturer in the Department of Physics and Astronomy, said, "Every year we ask students to write short papers for the Journal of Physics special topics. It lets the students show off their creative side and apply some physics they know to the weird, the wonderful, or the everyday." Which really kind of just sums up this podcast.
Yeah, that's us in a nutshell. So I've always thought, I have my own theories about the zombie apocalypse. I think about it often. Are
you like one of these people that like in Independence Day, you're like the crazy guy who's waiting for the aliens
shopping
to come back.
For the cans.
Yeah. You're waiting, and when it happens, you're so elated that the zombie apocalypse has finally happened. I told you all.
That's exactly how it's going to be. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be like a 28 days later scenario, rage style virus.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I think we'll be infected. I think we'll be ourselves, but our most angry. So like furious Dan running at you at full pelt, trying to eat you and kill you.
That's
what I think.
That's the secret, Ross. I'm always angry.
Yeah.
I'm like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk.
Yeah. I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be super angry people, like just trying to destroy other people, and in doing so, they will infect them.
Okay.
But also, I think that those people won't be smart enough to survive for very long. So once they've run out of stuff to eat, they're going to die off. So I feel like if you can get yourself somewhere safe with a bit of supplies and wait it out, eventually they'll become, because it's just physics, isn't it? You have to have energy in to get energy out. They can't run if they haven't eaten anything.
Correct. Well, explain to me the biology of 28 days later zombification. They still need to eat food, or do they eat brains?
The brain thing hasn't really been a thing for a long time. Unless you've seen iZombie, which is on Netflix.
No, I haven't.
No, she eats brains.
But I'm a classic Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead-ist, and that's all about
brains. Yeah, and I think the brains was the cool days. But nowadays they just kind of bite, don't they? Or they rip apart.
Yes,
they
just eat flesh.
Yeah.
Yes.
The brains thing kind of went a long time ago.
Okay. I understand that.
Do you watch Walking Dead?
I do watch Walking Dead. Yes.
Boring, isn't it, at the moment?
At the moment?
Yeah.
If you're at the moment is the last 2 seasons, then yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everyone was going crazy about
it. That explains why when you say I'll be there in 5 minutes, it takes you 3 hours if your moment equates to like 2.5 years.
It's one of those things. I'm so far invested in it. I feel like I've got to stick with it to see it out.
Exactly the same for me.
God damn, it's boring at the moment.
God, yeah.
Everyone, it's like an episode of EastEnders. Everyone's just moping around, crying about things.
Pretty much, yeah.
Negan's a good character. I'm enjoying him.
Yes.
Yeah. Woody Stick.
Lucille.
That's it, Lucille. I'm enjoying him, but there's not enough of him.
Yeah, I agree.
But But they rip people apart, don't they?
They rip people apart. Yes, they seem to rip people apart. And the thing is, you find out early on. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what? Fuck spoilers.
Yeah.
Like the first season of that went out like fucking 7 years ago, or whatever it was. The virus is in everybody.
Yes.
Everybody has
contracted it,
somehow been exposed to the virus, whether it's
even
genetically
if you die of natural causes, you still come back as a zombo.
Correct. Yes. Which is also quite traditionally the way that it was done. You know, like the dead were turning into the undead.
Yeah. That's it, because they were coming out of the graves, weren't they, originally?
Yes. Yeah. Because the thing is, the beauty of a zombie is that it doesn't adhere to the laws of conservation of energy, in that obviously they don't seem to run on energy because they don't have a pulse or a digestive system. They seem to just eat, and then it would, if they didn't have a gut, it would, for example, fall through the gut.
Yeah, but there is only one way to make muscles move, and that is to put blood through them.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a plot hole in the entire zombie mythos, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but then there are some, like the 28 days later zombies are kind of just people, and World War Z. They're all kind of people who are just like fucking angry.
So is the case, it seems to be that they need to eat in order to continue to live, and if they don't eat, they will die, as opposed to the classic undead. They're undead. They're just going to stay undead.
most of the films kind of seem to gloss over that, don't they? They don't talk about that. In 28 Days Later, they started to die off, didn't they? At the end.
I'm going to admit cottage, something very shameful right now.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
It's all right. There's
seen little bits of it.
World War Z was more fun. I enjoyed that.
Which one's that?
Brad Pitt.
I haven't seen that either.
Nah, that's all right. It was a good zombie movie.
Don't watch a lot of action movies, to be honest with you. I watch a lot of sci-fi movies.
28 Days Later was British, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit better for us to watch.
Okay. It's one of those things which I keep meaning to watch.
And all that.
Yeah. A little bit of patriotism.
That's it.
When it comes to your zombie movies.
No. No, the best ones seem to not be British ones.
My favourite's still Dawn of the Dead, but we watched that last Halloween.
Which is one in the shopping mall.
Dawn of the Dead.
That is Dawn of the Dead, yeah.
Yeah, we watched...
Day of the Dead, is that before that?
I think Day of the Dead's the one after.
I don't think I've seen that one. The shopping mall one's the one I remember the most.
Yeah, when they barricade themselves in and make the fake wall and stuff. Yeah. We watched that, not the Halloween just gone. My girlfriend and I watched it the Halloween before, Halloween of 2015. And the deal was that we would both pick a horror movie, and then we would spend the evening watching it.
Yeah.
And I think we went down the pub during the day on Halloween and watched it was a final or semi-final of like a Rugby World Cup or something. I don't particularly follow the rugby, but everyone was sort of like doing it, so we went down there.
2015.
And I had a few beers. And, we had a few drinks each. We went home and I believe we watched Dawn of the Dead. And Maddie did not particularly enjoy it because it was quite slow. And then I fell asleep 5 minutes into Poltergeist.
So you've never seen Poltergeist either?
I haven't seen Poltergeist all the way through. I've seen bits of Poltergeist and that over the years.
There's a lot of films I haven't seen that I should have seen.
Yeah, right.
I can't be too ashamed. I can't judge you, Dan. There's too many. I've never seen Trainspotting.
Really?
Yeah, never seen it. Now the new one's coming around. Everyone's telling me I should watch it. It's just a film that's never interested me.
Well,
from any of the trailers, any of the clips I've seen, and the kind of premise of it are all things that I would generally avoid in movie going.
I've seen probably 95% of Trainspotting twice. And it's the same 95%. It was the second 95%. The trailing 95% of it. Never seen the beginning of it. Never seen the opening credits.
No?
If there are even any opening credits. It's just one of those films that I turned on one day. It was on Channel 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was 10 minutes in. And so I thought, oh, well, it's supposed to be good. I'll watch it. And it was okay. And then I saw it was on again about a couple of years later. I thought, oh, I should catch the beginning of that, and turned it on and missed the same fucking 10 minutes.
So because I've been told, I'm a fairly movie buff kind of guy, I guess. I don't go writing my own fucking reviews, but I enjoy a film. I've watched most of the decent films. Would you tell me that it's something that I have to see?
No.
So I've had a lot of people telling me like, you can't call yourself a movie buff, or you can't call yourself a movie lover if you've not seen Trainspotting.
It's another one of those things, isn't it? It's like, it's like when you refer to like British cinema, I think, like, the film industry over here is kind of so comparatively small to that over in the United States that when something even half decent does come out of the UK, it's kind of seems to be sort of quite monumental, even though that's getting better now.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that, like the film and TV industry in the UK is incredible at the moment.
Yeah.
Like there's some really incredible television coming out.
Technology has made it more affordable for anyone to make a movie. If they've really got the idea and they really push themselves, and anybody can make one, can't they?
Yeah. But that kind of like, I always think, when I think of like British cinema, I kind of think of that sort of like indie style of filmmaking, like
Snatch.
Fairly low budget. Yeah, but I mean, Snatch is a great film.
Yeah.
Lock, Stock is a great film. Like it's kind of that.
Whenever I think of British made films, that's the first film that comes to mind.
Yeah.
There's obviously millions out there, but good British films, aren't there?
Trainspotting?
Yeah. So I've heard. Yeah. I should watch that. Katie Roberts-Knight says, World War Z, currently my favourite zombie-based film.
Really? Okay, so this is
knowing parts were recorded locally may have a factor in that, which actually, I didn't mention. It was recorded at Pfizer.
Really?
Filmed at Pfizer, yeah.
Okay, this is a recommendation. And maybe I should... I probably have it downloaded somewhere. I have it available
owned
on demand.
Yes.
Somewhere.
I think, you know what, I genuinely think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's good. Yeah, and you might recognise some of the bits, some of the lab stuff is in Pfizer.
Really? Mm. Well, I have, taken a tour around the labs of the local pharmaceutical company.
Just open their doors on a Wednesday, don't they, for speed trips?
Just have a go around.
Look at all these pointy needles and drugs.
Yeah, you get a Viagra to take home with you.
They've got the bit with the bridge. You know, when we rehearse, you sometimes go down the road and you drive under the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, they've got that in it. They're in that. They've got bridges in it.
Okay. Yeah. Right, I'll check that out at some point. So we are solving the zombie apocalypse by what? Just boarding up the doors and letting physics take.
That's it. Yeah. Letting the blood stop flowing and the muscles stop moving.
Eventually, they will run out of energy.
That's got to be a fact, right? It's got to be a fact that if they run out of humans to eat, it's all the fat, slow people doomed.
Yep.
You know, rule number 1, cardio. Have you seen that film?
What film?
Zombieland.
No.
Fantastic zombie film.
Okay.
Rule number 1, cardio.
Well, I'm lucky because I am bordering on fat now, but I'm still quite quick, and I've got quite I'm quite good at a little bit of endurance.
I'm quick over a short distance, not quick over a long distance.
I was always kind of quite good at both.
No.
I think
very long legs and very big legs, so I can run fast for a short amount of time, then I'd die.
I think the drums has helped with that. Like short bursts of large amounts of energy being released, but continued short bursts of large amounts of energy. Continual 3-minute-ish bursts over hours and hours and hours of rehearsal time.
About 3.5 minutes tops, yeah?
Yeah, so I can run for 3.5 minutes, and then I have to sit down and have a swig of beer and...
dab your face with a towel.
Whinge about some film or TV show that I've just seen, and then 5 minutes later I can run for 3.5 minutes again.
Yeah. Would you... The problem we have over here, if it spread... I mean, well, the advantage is we're an island, so the chances of it getting to us are a lot less.
Yeah.
But the disadvantage we have is weapons. See, in America, you could have cupboards full of ammunition, which they probably already got, an assault rifle, and protect yourself pretty well.
Thing is, though, I wouldn't know how to fire an assault rifle anyway.
Would you not?
No. Well, I mean, like, I've seen how it's done in films, but I wouldn't know how to load one or do anything like that.
You push the bullets into the clip?
Yeah, but by the time I'd sat down and Googled how to load an assault rifle, I'd probably have my face eaten off.
Stand behind me, Dan, I'll be all right.
Okay, right. Well, so I wouldn't know how to use an assault rifle, so I would probably go for a blunt instrument.
Yeah.
Or a knife or something along those lines. Yeah, Lucille. Yeah. I've got a cricket bat at home.
Yeah.
Go shoot on the Dead Star.
You could break it eventually, though, couldn't you, if you get enough zombies with it?
Yeah, but I'll just pick something else up. There's never going to be a shortage of blunt instruments to hit people with.
No. Explosives. One of your fireworks nights will take out a nice horde, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You've taken us out a few times.
That's what I do. I just throw an apocalypse party, because usually someone gets burnt to a crisp then anyway. Yeah. So
it's normally nearly you.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. Yeah, so I
think in a situation where you've got a couple of minutes, you'd figure out how to fire an assault rifle. I think you'd be fine.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I kind of.
What about a 6-shooter? You must have been able to figure out how to shoot a 6-shooter.
Well, just put them in and cock it, and
that's it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be okay with that. I always figured I'd just sort of like barricade myself in a supermarket or something.
Lots of glass, though, isn't there? Around a
supermarket. But inside a supermarket, you get a cash office, don't you?
Yeah, with the metal door.
2 metal doors, like half a foot big metal doors as well. Yeah. There's thousands of pounds in there. Like, what I would do is I would probably barricade a supermarket.
Yep. Drag all the food in.
Drag as much food in
food
as possible to any areas which are sort of sealable, and then kind of,
How long you got to wait? A month?
Well, according to this,
start slowing down.
According to this, you get down to 273 people after 3 months. So you'd have to keep yourself in there for 3 months, basically. I think you would have to let everything die off.
Your poo bucket would be full.
That is a good point.
Would
I tell you what, though, what you always have in a cash office is one of those things you have in supermarkets.
So you go out and all the checkouts are all covered in feces.
Yeah. You'd also have to like reverse the polarity because they always go to the cash office. But I'm sure you could reverse the system.
Oh, I don't know. The flaps might not go the right way.
Not sure. I'm sure I'd figure that out though.
Even if it just went out of the room,
well,
that's enough, isn't it?
There's always a couple of safes in the cash office, and they've got one of those little turny things so that you put the bag of coins and cash in there, and you turn it so that it goes
like a sanitary towel thing.
Drops in, so it drops into the safe. So I could just probably poop in that, turn it in every time. As long as you set up a little, maybe a little bit of cling film, poop on it.
Tell you what, there would be money bags. So you could put the poop in the money bags and seal it.
Yeah.
No smells.
Perfect.
Yeah. If
exactly.
we get this zombie apocalypse down, we'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like what I don't really understand in these zombie films and TV shows. That the first place that I would go was somewhere that I knew had food, water, and somewhere fortified. That even if a crazy human tried to get in, they wouldn't be able to without the key to it.
Yeah.
There's no getting into a cash office.
No.
Bank. Go to a bloody bank.
Yeah.
That's where you want to be.
But British banks aren't really as fortified as like the American style.
No, that's true.
Are they? Like, I mean, our banks, well,
that is true.
Money in them,
trying to hide in a NatWest like underneath a small oak table.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have those big vaults.
No, and plus they've done away with all of the like the booths where the people are now, haven't they? Because
where's NatWest? Which one's NatWest?
Well, most banks have done it now. Like instead of going in, when you used to have to go in and queue up, and there'd be people behind the glass, and
I'm nationwide, so it's old school.
You used to have to talk to them through a microphone. Most banks now just have little sort of desks in there because the money gets counted in and out. They don't have to handle the money. Like you have to put your card in, put your PIN in and whatnot. They do it on the screen and type it in, and then they have a big counter that's attached to a safe, and it will count all your money out for you. If you want to take money out, same with putting money in, it gets counted up by the machine, ditches the fucked notes, and then it all just goes directly into a safe.
No good in a zombie apocalypse, so is it?
No good in a zombie apocalypse.
Except for getting rid of feces.
Yes, put it straight in the money counter.
Everywhere. Yeah. Sprayed all up the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would say a supermarket.
Yeah. It's your best bet, isn't it? Because let's face it, I mean, if you have to sit in a room with your own feces for a month, you have to do it, don't you?
Yeah.
To survive.
Well, saying that, like, it depends. Like, the cash office idea, I think you would only really need to go to that in the event of a breach of the main supermarket area.
So keep the supermarket boarded up as best you can.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if one of them gets in, then you have to have a couple of routes.
Yeah, because most supermarkets are sort of quite large buildings, and even though they have glass sides, they tend to be covered with promotional material.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to see in. It's not like any zombies are going to be going past and seeing you all moving around in there as long as you board it up. So you could quite sort of easily board it all up. No one's going to really see you working there.
Yeah.
Make sure you sort of fortify the doors because that's going to be your weak point.
The other problem you've got, though, is it's you and everyone else. Because surely everyone's going to have the same idea.
That's when my bat comes in handy.
Oh, okay.
That's when I bring out...
So you're going to turn on the humans?
Yeah, 100% first. If zombie films have taught me anything, it's the humans you can't trust more than the zombies.
Well,
so
that's what
just
Walking Dead's taught us, isn't
literally take everyone I possibly can out first of all. And then...
don't trust a man with heads floating in a tank.
No.
They can't be trusted.
No. I think that's a general ethos, that is.
Oh, okay, not just zombie apocalypse time.
No, just generally, if I went round to your house, for example, and you had heads floating in tanks, probably wouldn't want to hang out so much anymore.
Would you ask me what they were about? Would you kind of just walk back out of the room slowly, or would you be like, hey Ross, why are the heads in tanks?
Well, I mean, I'd like to think I'm a pretty sort of like straight up guy. I think I probably would say,
yeah,
why are you some sort of weirdo?
Yeah.
I'm not sure why you would have reason to have heads in tanks. I'm not sure why anyone's got a reason.
Why
to have
did he
heads in
have a
tanks,
reason to have
apart
heads
from
in
just to be
tanks?
sinister?
Yeah.
No need for that, really, is there?
Except his ones were cool because they were still moving. They were still snapping, weren't they?
Yeah,
Looking
get a
around.
lava lamp if you want shit like that. Especially in a zombie apocalypse. Like in zombie apocalypse, money ceases to have any value. You could you could literally just go and steal lava lamps if you want some.
But you'd have no power.
Cool bedroom decoration.
Don't they reckon that after 3 days, all the power grids would go down, don't they? If they were unmanned.
Don't know. Is that a fact?
That's what I heard. I heard that if all humans, it was an article about if all humans got removed from the Earth at once, what would happen? And it was like,
this is like a roller coaster tycoon sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like just picking up all humans and throwing them in the pond.
Yeah, they reckon that, I'm sure it was within 3 days, all power would be gone because there's a certain amount of human input into all power stations.
Well, this is why I would have people like you on my team, though, Ross, because you and I together, combined, we can do some mad like electric shit. You can install some wicked cool LEDs in the cash office.
I'll have a Siri HomeKit going on.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, can I have a sandwich?
Yeah. Alexa, how's the zombie apocalypse
my
going?
Siri's going off.
Oh no.
Good shed, apparently. Do I want the good shed? No, thank you, Siri. It's going through the list.
Your Siri's really meddlesome.
Yeah. Nobody say anything about the S word. Katie Roberts Knight says generators, but yeah, I agree. Generators.
Yeah, generators would be the way forward.
Yeah.
And to be honest, solar panels are pretty easy to get hold of.
If you can
these
get hold
days.
of some of those new Tesla ones,
and install them, yeah.
A Tesla solar panels and one of those Tesla home battery things that charges up enough of that for a day for that battery to last you at night.
Yeah.
And then start over the next day.
There's at least 4 houses on my estate that have got solar panels on the roof.
Yeah. We can
Step 1, get bat. Step 2, get van. Step 3, steal solar panels, kill families in houses.
Yep.
Because they're probably not going to be happy that I'm stealing their solar panels.
They're already dead then. They're already dead.
Exactly. Well, in the future, like if you think about time,
the card has been marked.
If you think about time as being, like your sort of classic version of time travel, like everything has already happened. It's just like they are
already dead.
It's like the water in the pipe thing. Like they're already dead at some point in the future. I might as well kill them now,
so that you can survive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with you.
With
I'm
their
with you
solar
to a
panels.
certain extent on this one for himself.
The entire supermarket, solar panels on top, generators inside. Glorious.
Oh, we've had more comments. No, we haven't.
Harness the power of the wind. You could. Well, this is what something you could do. Something you could do with the poo.
Yeah.
There you go. You could create some energy out of that.
Probably you got a problem with fruit. Because where are you going to get fresh fruit from?
Well, you've got all the poo, which is a perfectly good fertilizer. So as shown on The Martian, with Matt Damon. We need Matt Damon. That's the third person in my party. Me, you, Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go Matt Damon every time he walks past me?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll get bored.
I'm sure he's probably. It'll probably be a new joke for him.
Who would I have? I'm trying to think who's really good with a zombie. Robert Carlyle, obviously.
Yeah.
From 28 Days Later.
Yeah. I'd have to bring Maddie with me.
Yeah. I'd bring Matilda and the dog, really. I wouldn't really leave them at home.
Yeah. Repopulation and that. Right.
What, with the dog?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
you said I've got heads in tanks. You're having sex with animals.
And there's another source of poo.
Fucking does it.
For our fresh fruit, Maddie.
That is yeah. Does it poo? Fucking hell.
Yeah, so from a repopulation standpoint, Maddie, you could bring Matilda.
But then our children would have to mate with each other, and that would be the end of it. Surely.
Well, no, because my children can mate with your children.
That's what I'm saying. But then after that, they're all related. So their children can't mate with their own children, can they?
No, but hopefully there'll be another. Like maybe if we plan every supermarket has got a team of 20 people in it. So for example,
and we could use like one of they're not being used anymore. One of the old dog breeding pamphlets, where they work out who needs to breed with which one to make the ultimate dog. We could do that with people.
Yeah.
Just say it now, Dan, that our children and your children mating together would make the ultimate human being.
Yes.
It would be the pinnacle of human existence. Unfortunately, it would be the last human. But
yeah, that's sad, but still, like, for just a moment there. Yeah. So yes, forced mating across the United Kingdom.
Forced.
Oh, obviously.
Is that the word?
But yeah, well, it have to be, wouldn't it? Like,
mandatory.
Mandatory. Yeah.
Mandatory mating.
Like the 10-child policy. Yeah, you have to start again.
Yeah.
But that might not be such a bad thing, because, like, just to get a little bit Darwinian here, the people that are going to survive are going to be the
strongest and the smartest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the words I was looking for. Yeah. So might not necessarily be a bad thing, right? We're breeding out a few shitty traits with this zombie apocalypse.
As long as the zombie virus is contained within the zombies, and when they die, it goes away. Because if it's still on the surfaces, and we have to dettol the whole Earth, this could be a problem.
But mate, you got a supermarket, so you could probably do.
So our supermarket would just be our world.
Best part of a town with all the antibacterial wipes in a supermarket.
Yeah, those Dettol wipes are super handy, aren't they?
Yeah, right.
But I hate the smell of a baby wipe, though.
You hate the smell of baby wipes?
Awful smell.
It's like a Pavlovian response, like someone attacks you with a baby wipe when you were younger.
Maybe I was crying as a child. My mum stuffed one in my mouth or something. I don't know.
One up each nostril.
Yeah.
Why do you don't like the smell of baby wipes?
How does anybody like it? It's just a horrible smell.
I've got some bad news for you, mate. I'm not sure we're going to get on in this zombie apocalypse, because I always have a little wet wipe when I do a poo.
Well, there won't be a shortage, will there? Because you'll get all the wet wipes.
You're going to hate the smell of it. We're stuck in a little confined space together. You'll be smelling and go, oh, fuck's sake,
I don't think
if you're
pooing in the room with me, that the smell of a baby wipe is going to be the biggest problem we've got.
You might grow to love it.
I might. Yeah, I'll actually have one over my nose to cover the smell of the shit.
I think this is the way forward.
I think we'd be fine. Is Dom coming?
Who?
He's already dead.
Well, he's a cyborg, so he's basically a cyborg.
So he's head of security.
Well, Dom could be like, because he's sort of got a beard and that. I'm picturing him to be sort of like a maverick farmer. He can, and also Dom used to work on the fruit and veg in a supermarket, so he could sort of like cultivate all of our crops. Yeah, I can
grow cheese.
You can grow
my
cheese.
belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just going to put it out here now, because this is in the public domain.
Yep.
In the event of a zombie apocalypse, because we are laying out the framework for survival in the zombie apocalypse, I think that puts you and I firmly at the head of the new population of the Earth.
So we are the masters.
Yes. Well, all of the remaining wealth obviously goes to us.
Yeah.
Which would be dished out.
Yeah.
It'll be dished out. I'm all for the people on that, but just as long as I'm at the top of it. I'm the top of we're the top of this pyramid right here.
Hollister has hollered. He says, "Evening, lads."
Evening.
You just joined us right at the end. Hello.
You're too late, mate.
It seems like we're wrapping this up a little bit. But
you're too late. We're 3 months in, and there's only 273 people left on Earth, Daz.
Yep.
Sorry.
Is he one of them? How fast can you run?
I think that.
You think you'd be all right? You think you'd make it?
We could see.
Yeah.
I think we could hold tryouts.
We could take bets.
Yeah.
As to whether he would outrun a zombie or not.
Yeah.
Get eaten.
Yeah. We'd have the new currency as well, wouldn't we? Like, the new currency would be, I don't know, what's in a supermarket that isn't strictly necessary for survival. So you could bet on it, but because all the cleaning products and that you'd be using. Well, mate, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, I'm taking up smoking again. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the cleaning products and the toiletries and things like that you would need,
and
all the food and that you would need. So these that kind of like
magazines.
Grey area. Magazines, yeah, magazines would become the new currency.
Baby clothes.
Do you know what else is in a supermarket which would be really handy in a zombie apocalypse?
Go on.
A pharmacy.
Yes.
Mate, I'll get jacked up.
You're not talking about for wounds then?
No, absolutely not. I just mean because it'd be so boring, wouldn't it? Because people would whinge.
Be trying the different drugs, see what happens.
People would whinge if you if you use the generators to power on a TV or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they? Because the thing is, that's just wasting precious resources.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to have any TV and stuff like that, you might as well just like sleep the day away. So just literally just drop some Valium, as many Valium as you can take, sleep through to the next week.
Competitions.
Yeah. And you can bet with more drugs.
That's it. Who could take the most amount of Valium? The person who wins gets all the Valium. We do the same with the Imodium. See how long it takes. We eat fucking 12 packs of Imodium and see who shits first.
Yeah.
3 months later, still no winner.
Well, at least it'll be at the end of the zombie apocalypse. So we wouldn't have the shit situation.
The shit bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a
That's what Darren can do. Darren can empty the poo buckets.
He says he quite clearly survived, so that's his job.
That's a good point, because also there's like upstairs areas in supermarkets. So
the vending machines.
When it comes to the shit buckets, you could probably just chuck it out the window, which would add even more insult to injury when you've got someone outside who was living quite happily in their house. I've turned up, killed them for their solar panels. They've wandered down to the local supermarket, and then I'm throwing my poo out of the window and covering it in a minute.
It's like that Harry Enfield sketch, isn't it? Oh, bugger. He gets pooed on all the time.
Yeah. So that's that. That's the See If It Sticks guide to the zombie apocalypse.
That's how we do it anyway. Don't come to our fucking supermarket or down on bludgeon your head in.
Yeah.
I think is what we've learnt from this.
Got any solar panels in there?
I'm only dangerous if I manage to come across an assault rifle, which I don't think I'm going to in Sainsbury's.
Yeah. Shit.
And I don't think my airsoft weapons will be much use. Just piss them off even more, wouldn't I?
I don't know. Do you think you could...
Forget me in the eyes.
It seems that the tissue starts to break down on a zombie. So if you get them in the eye, would it take a bit of the brain out?
Go through the bone.
Hmm.
Is there a bone around the back of the eye? There's not, is there?
Well, no, if you go straight through the socket, you're going to get to brain.
Yeah. Well, maybe I could then.
Could you shoot someone through the eye with an airsoft rifle?
I'm going to ask Katie if she's still here, because she's one of my airsoft friends.
Ah.
I know that if you get shot in the eye, you generally go blind. So I imagine it probably pops your eye.
There's some advice.
Full auto in the eye.
Life advice for See If It Sticks as well. Get shot in the eye, go blind.
That's it. Get shot up the nose, have a little bit of a sore throat. I think if you gave a couple of shots, maybe you might work your way through. If you were like fully autoing someone in the face.
I hope you've got a fantastic aim then, Ross.
Yeah,
air rifles, you better get air rifles. Also, do you know what I've just thought? All I would do is I would go the long way to the nearest supermarket from my house and go past the clay pigeon shooting place. Yep. That's literally 5 minutes away from my house.
Yep.
Shotguns would be great.
You'd be able to load a shotgun, right?
Yeah, 100%, mate. 2 cartridges in it.
Snap it.
Bang.
Yep.
Take the zombie's face off.
Yep.
Perfect.
Katie says Andy's full auto would do it. Andy's another guy that we airsoft with who has a very large airsoft gun.
Gotcha.
Definitely not compensating for anything.
I see.
Kate said Darren said they filmed the bridge and medical parts in Pfizer's. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. We have covered this already.
Did you just get your information from the podcast that you're commenting on?
Did you go back to the beginning?
Holy shit! This is like a paradox. Darren's giving us the information that we earlier on gave. So what if we didn't know that until Darren told us in the future?
Oh my god, this is a real life paradox. It's like that film that you were talking about the other day. Oh, Primer. Yeah. This is proper head. This is going to turn into a massive head fuck and start not making any sense.
Yeah,
not that it's made any sense for a couple of years now.
Maybe we should think about wrapping up the podcast in the last 20 minutes ago.
What? That's what that film's like, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's exactly like that. But we will wrap it up.
Sweet.
Yeah. You got any stuff you want to send us? I'm going to face camera.
Face the camera.
It's going to feel like a news show, Dan. You should face camera.
Okay. I'll start getting my
shuffles. Yeah, get your shuffle on. If you've got any problems, get in touch. Stickitpod.com. It feels weird looking at it. I can't do it. Stickitpod.com. Send us your problems. The show runs on your problems. So
first world problems or end of world problems?
Oh yeah, first or last world problems. Yeah. Stickitpod.com has got links to our Facebook, our Instagram, and everything else that we have anything to do with. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you have enjoyed it. Suggest it to your friends and your relatives and your elderly relatives, because they will especially love a zombie apocalypse episode. And yeah, we will be back next Thursday because there won't be one on Monday, will there?
That's right. Yeah.
Because Dom's not here.
Dom,
so we just can't
Dom
do it now.
skipped
Is
out.
someone outside farting, or is?
It sounds like someone is revving some sort of large motorbike very annoyingly around the estate.
Yeah, that is annoying. And that's like they knew we were at the end.
This is gonna be like the first, like there's always like some sort of biker gang in a zombie apocalypse, isn't there?
First ones to go.
That is what that is outside.
If I go out and it's like a low mist,
hanging
in the air, I'm gonna jump in my car and I'm gonna hide. But yeah, for this week, I have been Ross,
and I've been Dan.
There's no like scat this week.
No. This is awkward.
Yeah.
Well, we're back.
Yeah. We've returned because we've just realised we didn't name the podcast.
My darling girlfriend Maddie has just commented on the live post. This is the beauty of doing the live stream on Facebook every week. By the way, tune in next Monday. Usually Monday nights is when we do it.
Yes.
So do tune in.
She's texted you as well.
I've just got a text.
You haven't named it
because she's got her own.
She said it.
This is one of these.
This is in delay, isn't it? The live stream's about 10 seconds behind.
Yes, it's the paradox again. Because Maddie reads, "Did you name it, or did I black out, or do you do that beforehand? Now my world is upside down." So is ours, Maddie.
Yeah, it's all
it
over
was the
place.
time travel paradox. Which
Dom
did
leaves. He ruins everything. We can't keep our heads on straight. But yes, we need to name it. There was something I said earlier that I thought was quite good right at the beginning. When I say beginning, I don't mean end. I mean actual beginning of the podcast. I said something. What about my did you see my post I shared on Facebook?
What is it? What was it?
It was Ross Zombert and Dan Horde. Maybe we could call it that.
Ross Zombert and Dan Horde.
Horde, yeah. Like, zombie and horde. Like off of zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could call it that.
We could take a minute.
We could use it. Oh, Jesus.
The poo bucket.
The poo bucket. Yeah. Good God.
The Zombert and Horde show. I can imagine it having its own wacky theme tune. 28 seconds later, which is roughly how long it took for us to realise we hadn't named the podcast.
Yeah. The podcast was 49 minutes long. It'll be 49 minutes later.
Yeah.
This is a difficult one. I thought it would be an easy one, actually, thinking about zombie apocalypse. Dom of the Dead.
Oh.
Because he's
dead. See if it brains. There's spitball in here.
It never brains, it pours.
Yeah. Like, most of the time I've got like a million things running through my head, and where I'm so tired today, it's just literally it's just nothingness in there. There's no ideas coming in. It's just, when they hypnotise you, they say clear your mind.
Yes.
Think of nothing. That's just what's going on anyway.
Mine is pretty similar.
You breathed in like you're about to exhale something genius.
No, I was trying to suffocate myself so this would end.
Suffocate yourself with a muff.
Oh, this is far more difficult than I anticipated. I'm trying to go through zombie films in my head.
Yeah. Well, the one I just came up with, which I instantly dismissed and thought I'm not even going to say it out loud, was See If It Sticks Z. Yeah. And then the other half of my brain was going, stupid boy, stupid. There was a really good, I was going to mention it earlier, it was a British comedy called Dead Set, which was around the time that Big Brother was massive.
Oh, I remember
the
that.
zombie at the Big Brother thing, and Davina McCall was in it, and she gets eaten by a zombie and everything. That was pretty good. They had a poo bucket. Yeah.
Big Brother house would be quite good. It's all walled and that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they do. They hide in the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Yeah.
As long as I didn't get trapped in there with any Z-list celebrities, I'll be
Or
all right.
anybody that would go into the Big Brother house.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. Yawn of the Dead.
I liked your Dom of the Dead.
Dom of the Dead.
Yeah.
We can go with Dom of the Dead.
Yeah, I think that was about my favourite so far.
So, now that we've killed Dom off, we can never have him back on the podcast. So,
Is that how it works?
yeah, unfortunately.
He's gone the way of old Bert Butstrom.
Yes.
Yeah, never to be mentioned again.
He's been written out of See If It Sticks history.
Another name with a line through it on the board.
It's only going to be us two left soon. It's going to be like our vision of the zombie apocalypse.
What, me or you in a supermarket with a poo bucket?
Yeah, the worst game of Cluedo ever.
Yep. Are we going to call it that then?
Dom of the Dead?
Dom of the Dead?
Dom of the Dead.
Dom of the Dead it is. Wouldn't let him have his name in the podcast if he was here, would we? We'd argue it out. But as he's not here, we'll let him in.
Yeah, fine.
So for this week, again, I have been Ross.
And I have been Dan. Still really weird.
It is odd, isn't it? I don't like it.